Look at this cooler. Pow, pow. Don't get no better than that. Now we're gonna let this one go here. Baby. All right, we back on some big ones with my boy Petey. We fish in the saltiest water in the lake as this is spawning season. They got a really good area of trapped green salty water. Look at this puppy. Oh boy, I'm rookie mistaking it. Look at that puppy. They got a real good area of salt water trapped over here, coming down the shoreline towards Seabrook, and that's what you want to find during the spawning season. There's real salty water, and we're just seeing slicks pop up. And when you see them slicks, you know, there's no reefs or no structures holding these fish. They're just roaming these shorelines, and we're seeing the slicks pop up, and we can smell them. And then when we find one, we're finding the mother lode. Double hammers. There he is. I was messing with my watch and he tried to rip the rod out my hand. And this water's just gin clear. It's about 8 to 10 foot. And when you find those slicks, they could be up on the, you know, way up the water column, down at the bottom. You could probably catch these on jerk baits right now. We're just throwing some matrix shads. And these are some tanks in here. Some tanker twos. I'm using the old trusty shrimp Creole right now. Some beautiful fish. I'm just throwing, we got a hard east wind right now, but that's not a factor when you're fishing down here because this big shoreline will protect you. And it runs from the trestle all the way to Seabrook, and these fish can be anywhere in between. And I'm sure if we ran down towards Seabrook right now, they got some fish around that area too. Oh my gosh, I mean they got a school of them down there. They got a school of them. And we're seeing a lot of mullets in the water. I'm sure these fish are eating on some pogies, a few shrimp. If it wasn't so breezy, you'd be able to see them slicks in the distance. And that's a really important thing to do and a way to find the fish when you're fishing just straight open shorelines like this, as these fish could just migrate all over. It's on a slow retrieve reel in. The last two I caught like that, just let it get to the bottom. Oh, we got a little flat daddy this time. Fish on, good one. Dancing one, dancing one. This time of year, these fish get so active when you hook them. And this is probably one of the easiest and best times of year to limit out on really nice trout from 2 pounds to 4 pounds. You get into May, these fish just have to eat and gorge themselves as everything's about to spawn. And when they have to spawn, which is this time of year, they have to eat a lot in order to do that process. And they'll also school up this time of year. It's just a great time of year to target speckled trout. Just about every estuary peaks out in the month of May. Dance for the camera. Dance for the camera. Something about these big trout in Pontchartrain. When we catch them, and they're these big 2 and 3 pounders, they always seem to be really dark across the back. And that's some big beauties that we're on right now. And you would think, you know, when you just fish at a shoreline like this, people just tend to get up tight to the bank. I naturally do it a lot of times too. Such a great topwater day. And that's what I started doing this morning, throwing a little topwater down the shoreline, and then had a blow up or two. But then Petey called me over, said the slick's popping up way off and we're in like 10 foot of water. So I just came and hooked up with him and jigging it on the bottom, that matrix. And these fish are just deeper. They're just out and probably a current line, a transition line, migration line, rather than being up on the bank feeding. But however we can take them, we'll get them. Or however we can get them, we'll take them, whatever the saying is. He was on it the whole time. I'm sitting there jigging it. There's a lot of fish down there when you get multiple bites in a cast. I miss that one. Just throw it on back out there. This chasing slicks technique, this is big down in South Texas. We don't do it too much down here in Louisiana, as a lot of our water is deep. We don't do it too much in Pontchartrain, as a lot of our water is deep. And what happens when it's deep water, the slip might pop up here, but the fish actually fed a couple 100 yards away. So it's kind of tough to be accurate with it sometimes, but if you see it, definitely give it a look. That's a good one here. That's a good one there. Oh, look at this, the Mega Matrix in the Holy Jolie color. These fish are plenty big enough to use a Mega. Come on with it. So Petey's using that 4-inch Mega, and I highly recommend that when you're on some big trout like this here. Let me put this fish up and I'll show you the difference in the baits. It's not a tremendous difference in size, but it can yield some bigger fish. And this is a very durable lure, the Mega. So that's the 4-inch on the right, the Holy Jolie, and the regular 3-inch Matrix on the left, the Shrimp Creole. And Petey's definitely out fishing me right now with that bigger profile bait. Mega Matrix, he's getting them. He's got that fish choked all the way down. Go show the camera how deep that fish inhaled that Mega. Choked it. It don't get no better than this, guys. Oh. I am. This is a nice one. This is a nice one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Butsy. Come on up here. Big, dark, black back. Come on with it. And as I'm reeling this fish in, I look over to my south, and you got to see this tremendous slick here. This is a good example of what we're talking about.
Double trouble.
Double trouble. As I was showing you guys that slick, Petey's got another one on the Mega. But that slick there that I just showed you, That is premier. No, I think that's a fish threw that up. Let me show y'all what these fish are eating some big stuff. Petey thought maybe one of the dogs threw it up. Simba. Look, big mullet it looks like that these fish are feeding on. Look at this cooler. Pow, pow. Don't get no better than that. Can't ask for a better day here in Pontchartrain. That big old mullet. Let me get this out of here. Look at that. Look at that. Big old mullet. All right, we're gonna rig up a fresh matrix here. So with the Mega, you want to use a 4-aught hook. With the regular matrix, the 3-aught hook works just well. And we just bombing it out there, letting it get to the bottom in about 10 foot, and just doing the Pontchartrain pop right on back in. And we're just keeping our eyes peeled for slicks popping up. And that's been really the trick. Is when you see a slick pop up in the distance, just mosey on over there. As there's a bunch of big trout underneath it. Whoa, 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 look at that one. Come on, shake it, shake it. There you go. That fish gets an Oscar for that one. That's how you want them to act when you got that camera rolling. That's a great one to end it on. As he just threw the shrimp Creole off. Shrimp Creole, baby. Subscribe to that monthly bait box. Be getting some shrimp Creole in there. Be getting that 4-inch Mega that Petey's using. Make sure to subscribe to that, guys. It's some really, really great products there to catch these big, beautiful trout like this. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We've been discussing fishing this migration zone a few times over the last few years. It's a great area and stays beautiful and protected on an east wind like we have today. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, like I said, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Until next time, good fishing.